Hey everybody, this is NYC Geek Society. I'm John, this is Victor. We got through, we started at chapter 14, a little bit into chapter 14, and we got up to the beginning of chapter 17.
Right.
We're a little bit ragged right now just because, holy crap, that was a lot to cover.
Yes.
In typical form, I'm going to show you a 5-second clip of where we started and then a 5-second clip of where we ended this play session. So we started our play session here.
You turn up?
And we ended our play session here.
So, we're headed to the northern side of the island?
Yeah, New Devon. It's home to the founders of Libertalia.
And that's where Rafe is taking your brother.
Alright, so I think we should just dive into the big twist and then backtrack from there. How were you right about this?
I like explained it before. There were those clues and just Sam's odd sort of behavior, and I felt like he was on the verge of confessing something.
I'm in amazement. I am in complete and utter amazement just because, again, it's like what I said, that's never been done before. As far as I know, and I know a hell of a lot about video games, there's never been a playable flashback that didn't happen. You've never played anything that was a lie. That is incredible to me. And what a freaking twist.
Yeah.
I mean...
Well, like I said, I had my suspicions. I thought it was going to play out differently.
Right.
I didn't think it was... I didn't know the connection, what it was going to be to Rafe. I thought he might have been working with Rafe, but I wasn't sure. But I don't know. Like I said, I thought the clues were all there. And I felt he was going to confess, and they kept getting interrupted.
And it's interesting, too, because it brings back what I said in one of the earlier episodes. I mean, granted, Rafe is an asshole. But I remember I asked, is he really a bad guy? And now we see he wasn't that bad because Sam betrayed him. That he broke Sam out and Sam betrayed him by bringing in Nate.
Right.
And you saw that, holy crap, I think Sam was going to shoot Nadine.
I think he was.
Yeah, and Nate fucking stopped him.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse my language. And as soon as Nate stopped him, Rafe dropped the gun. He's like, all right, give me a gun, we're good.
Right.
Although he did try to shoot them afterwards. I could just go on, but are you angry? I'm angry. How do you feel about Sam right now? I mean, then we go into this flashback.
I was suspicious of him, like I said before.
Yeah.
So this sort of confirms my suspicions. So it's hard to be angry at somebody you already suspected. The same way, you know what I mean? So it's what I thought. I mean, it played out differently, but you know, it was suspicious. The whole story was suspicious.
And, I mean, when Nate even said that, I gave up my life for you.
Yeah.
Like...
He did.
At
that point, he thought he did. He thought he lost Elena at that point.
Oh, my God. It's so rough.
Yeah. I mean, is there something that Sam is still holding back that he's not telling us about the treasure that he knows?
I don't know. What we do find out in that flashback when Nate's unconscious is the reason why this is so important to Sam. That he sees it as continuing their mother's research.
Right.
And continuing what she started. And that's why he feels like they have a right to it. But he...
Whatever it is, again, maybe he knows what it is and he's not telling anybody.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But it's interesting to find out their name was Morgan. originally.
Yeah, we find out their original last name. We find out finally confirmed for sure how they arrived at the name Drake, and they leave it open that maybe there's a possibility that they are related to him. After all, that lady says that their mother was investigating that before she died.
Well, yeah,
Or investigating that he had heirs.
Well, she said that they had their suspicions that.
Right.
So I don't know. I think there's still a little bit of shock over the whole thing. I mean, to me, it was like a shot of adrenaline more than like total shock, because, like I said, I felt all along that Sam was hiding something. I still think he is. I think there's more to this than he's letting on. Like, maybe he knows what the treasure is. He's not saying. I don't know, but like I said, the clues were there.
And, we ended our play session at the start of 17 where we're reunited with Elena. And, oh my God, I mean, the way that, again, the motion capture is working, you can tell that these are people that are in love with each other. Like, I feel that when I watch them together, that they love each other.
But characters.
Yeah. And, I've never seen that before with just body language in a video game,
Well, I mean, they're acting.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
the thing is that it's capturing the actor's nuances to make you believe that it's real. So it's very well done.
And it really it touched my heart where he said, "How did you find me? How did you get here?" And then you hear the helicopters.
Well, the plane.
The plane, and of course. It's like, yeah. It's like, it really touches me, like, wow, man, yeah, this is my family, I feel that. I love these characters that dearly. Now, just backtracking, again, with the gameplay elements. Number one, I would like to say, from the last video, turns out I was pressing R3 to try to tag people instead of L3.
Right.
So, my bad.
Like
we hadn't played it for a week.
But it's still inconsistent because sometimes the characters are pre-marked for you.
I figured that out too. I don't know if you noticed that.
No.
When Sam sees a bad guy,
he marks them.
It's like D-Dog in Metal Gear.
Right, I got it.
That's what was happening.
Okay. I wish those things were clearer.
Yeah, it wasn't that clear off the bat, but yeah, and also just, again, if we're nitpicking, well, we're critiquing. There are a lot of moments in these incredible chapters that we just played where I got disoriented,
Yes.
I got lost, I was trying to figure out where to go, and I was trying to jump on things or over things.
And it wasn't apparent when you were supposed
to. That looked exactly like the things that I did end up jumping over and climbing on. So it's like...
Yeah, at some points it felt almost like an open world game where you didn't know exactly where you were supposed to go.
Right, but
you run into these invisible walls.
Exactly. So it's like, it looks open world, and maybe you would get that illusion more if you end up choosing the right thing.
I guess. Yeah.
It's an illusion. It's not open world. There's only maybe 2 or 3 ways you could go about anything in this game so far. And it's just disorienting me because it's not as clear. That being said, when everything starts blowing up around me, what did you say in that moment?
I said you were right. The moment you're spotted, it's like everybody starts shooting from every direction. It's like nearly instant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is that what you were talking about?
No, I was gonna say is when the RPGs and they start shooting.
That tower sequence was
Yeah.
amazing. That's one of the best sequences since the train sequence in the second game. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. The the whole thing is collapsing around you. But I mean, it's like really collapsing, exploding.
And they didn't give me a time to breathe. Like,
Yeah.
it just kept going. Like, oh my God. All the way to fighting Nadine and then going through floors and shit like that because of that.
That was amazing when you jump down on her and you both go through the floor. So yeah, that's since the train, that's one of the best sequences.
That was incredible
in the game so far.
Yeah, that was incredible. Yeah, and one thing that you're not gonna pick up on until we do eventually get through The Last of Us is that scene of the flashback scene with Nate and Sam as kids was extremely reminiscent of The Last of Us's DLC Left Behind, where you play as Ellie with her friend. God, I forgot her name right now. That's crazy. It's late. But the way that you're just kind of investigating things and joking around and playing with things was extremely reminiscent of that. In a good way, because Naughty Dog is helping build a language for video games on how to do these things and how to simulate what it feels like to be that close with someone, you know? Like, it reminds me of growing up with my sister, and, like, we would get into crazy shit and, like, be looking around places we shouldn't.
You broke into mansions?
We didn't break into mansions, but we were still in the era where, you know, our parents would just let us play outside and not watch us, and we would just go into people's backyards. And we were kind of weird kids. We were creepy. We liked to spy on people, you know.
that is creepy.
But it reminded me of that, of just like that feeling of closeness, and also it reminds me of my sister too, because she's older than me. The feeling of being a younger sibling with an older sibling,
Right.
that no matter how dangerous things could be, you always feel safe somehow. And I feel like that they replicated that very well in that scene, because they're doing crazy stuff as kids, but you see that Nate is never scared when Sam's around.
Right.
So I thought that was very well done. How about you? Any thoughts?
No, I bet it's interesting because in that scene you sort of see the difference between the two. Like, Nate doesn't want to leave the lady.
Yeah.
And, you know, Sam is like, we gotta go. You know, it's just like he's you know, he's got a different moral compass than Nathan does. So as a result, we get him as an adult lying to Nathan and bringing him along on this thing.
That being said, though, he still did take a bullet for him in the shoulder.
We'll see how it is. And once again, Rafe steals the scenes that he's in.
He's like, yeah, you betrayed me, I betrayed him. It's all done now.
So. I mean, he had this lightness that was not unwelcome
I know.
in a very heavy scene.
I thought that was interesting too, that he's enjoying this. And he's unabashedly enjoying it. And he wouldn't even have shot at Nate if it wasn't for Nadine. Which now that's an interesting dynamic, because I thought Wraith was in charge. I mean, she initially said it's a partnership,
right.
But now it's looking more she's like the one running the show. So I'm actually wondering if we do end up teaming up with Wraith against her.
Maybe.
I don't know. Even though he's an asshole,
but maybe
he might be the better asshole.
But I mean, he shot at Nate like point blank, but he looked like he would have missed.
Interesting, because he did get Sam's shoulder.
Yeah.
You think you think he wasn't going for a kill shot?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's interesting.
I just it didn't look like he shot him. Was going to shoot him in the face.
Huh? Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. So maybe he was doing that to get Nadine off his back. Maybe Rafe and Sam are playing Nadine.
Oh.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. That could make sense.
I think this is wilder because I don't have as many clues for that like I did for my other theory, but who knows? At this point, anything could happen.
Yeah.
Nadine is a real dangerous one right now.
And it's really saying something where Nathan Drake is saying, screw the treasure. I'm going to rescue my brother and get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
We'll see if he keeps that
But
up.
Sam's not going to want to go. He'll want to go to the end. Question is there going to be a supernatural element at the end?
Wow, I completely forgot.
I know
about
it
that.
doesn't. This doesn't need it, but the other games didn't need it either.
Right, but it's part of the series.
Right. So I wonder if there's going to be a supernatural element at the end of this, and what could it possibly be?
You think they meet their mother?
I don't know.
That'd be too corny.
That's stretching it. Usually, the supernatural element is tied into whatever they're investigating.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
But it's going to be weird because it almost wouldn't fit in this one at all. It was like you expected in the other ones. In the first one, it was a welcome surprise.
Yeah.
But in this one, it's almost like would take away, maybe. I don't know. Unless it's really well done. So we'll see.
Any closing remarks?
No, it's just, the script is in this game is amazing. It just keeps delivering.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to see what they do after this, Naughty Dog has just been win. Like, it's incredible. All right. So we have to rest after all that. So it's NYC Geek Society. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mom.
Moms are not gonna care.
Probably right. All right. Good night, everybody.